Alright guys, so here's a scenario, right? You have a kid, he's getting to a certain age, he's starting to find out about games like Roblox and Minecraft and Terraria and Starbound and things like that, and he wants to play these games, but he doesn't have his own computer, and you don't want him using your own computer to play these basic games because then you won't be able to play Battlefield or whatever it is you play, right? So you want to build him a little machine that he can play all this stuff on, but you don't want to spend a couple $100 on it. That's what I did, and I went out through some thrift store finds and some sales on Amazon. I built this guy for $77 that plays all those games, lets him do video editing and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to talk about this today. So the other day we're in the thrift store, right? And we find out that the local college has cleaned out their entire PC lab and they donated them all to the local thrift stores. So they had these HP Compaq 8200 Elite Convertible Minitower PCs in there for $25. We had like a 20% coupon, so I got it $22 out the door. So I thought this would be perfect for my son because it's got an i3 2100 3.1 gigahertz processor. That's a 2-core processor with a 3 megabyte cache. It had no RAM in it, but it still had the 250 gigabyte 7200 RPM hard drive in there. And it still had the license for Windows 7 on the case. So I took it home, I slapped some 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM in there, slapped the Windows 7 disk in and installed it, used the license that was on the case, it installed and registered. So now we got the machine up and running, and that's good enough for schoolwork and browsing the web and whatever, but it's not good enough for the games because it's just got the integrated card in there and that just was not cutting it. So I went on Amazon and I picked up a AMD Radeon R7 240. It's a 2 gigabyte card. Got it for $55. So that's $55 for the card, $22 for the machine. I had the RAM at home, so there's our $77 right there. So out of pocket, we're at $77. We got this low-end card, but you got to keep in mind what we're trying to build here. We're not building a machine that's going to play AAA titles at 4K. We're building a machine that's going to play Roblox and Minecraft and Starbound. Okay, so keep that in mind. I know it's low-end stuff, but for $77, it plays these things really well. For instance, in Minecraft at 1080p, we're getting about 60 frames per second. Occasionally it dipped down into the 40s, and I think it even hit kind of the high 30s in there. But that was just an occasional drop in frames. For the most part, it was right around 60. Starbound, we hit a pretty solid 60 frames per second throughout the whole gameplay, and the same with Roblox. We're right at 60 frames, no problem playing Roblox or any of those 3 games. For all you benchmark junkies out there, I did run Cinebench on it and got 42, right around 42 frames per second, and the CPU was a 265 CB, which, you know, it isn't great, but again, keep in mind what we're trying to build. It's a machine to play these basic games for a kid. So now he's got a machine to play these games, you know, he can do his schoolwork. So I wanted to try out video editing because that's another one of his interests. I use DaVinci Resolve, and before I edit my videos, I convert everything to DNx HD just because it's a faster codec for editing the videos. So I convert all my stuff beforehand, and converting 5 minutes of 1080p 30 frame per second video took about 4.5 minutes, which actually really isn't that bad. I was expecting it to take a lot longer on this machine, but that was reasonably quick. And then loading it into Resolve, scrubbing through, making edits, adding transitions, playing back the video, everything worked just smooth. So for $77, 55 for the card, 22 for the machine, we have a great machine that he's going to be able to do all his schoolwork on, video editing, and play all the games that he plays. I did try some of the higher end titles, and at a really low resolution they were runnable. If you guys want to see that, I'm happy to do a video on some of the more advanced titles to see if this machine can handle them, but for the purposes of this video, I'm not including that. So that's it, guys. If you're willing to make some compromises and look for the deals and really only purchase what you need for whatever you're trying to build, you can build some really budget-friendly machines that'll do exactly what you want. Hopefully you guys found this useful and informative. Please hit the subscribe button, rate the video, and comment, leave video suggestions and any feedback you have on the video would be great. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time.